Peace, everybody. What's up? I'm Jon B, and you're watching Westside TV. Stay locked, man. One love.
What's up, this is your girl Dani J. You already know what it is. I am with Jon B himself. Hi, darling.
All right, darling. How you doing?
Oh, darling. I'm so happy to see you again. Do you even remember the first time we met?
Of course. I don't forget a pretty face like yours. Come on now.
Okay. You do realize.
That's not game. That's truth. That's real.
I was going to say, you run a good game.
I remember my British, beautiful ladies like yourself. Absolutely.
See? That's why I know you don't remember, because I ain't even British.
Well, you're here in Britain, so. You're British right now.
It's all good. It's all good. I met you last at O2 when you was with SWV.
Absolutely. That wasn't that long ago. So
no,
come on, man. It's not that.
No,
it hasn't been that long.
I got to try you a little bit.
Give me a little credit, man.
Okay, I'll give you a little credit.
That was an amazing show. O2 is, it's an amazing place. The crowd is a bit bigger, it's more of a theater kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to know you can move a room with that many people in it. And then, man, they didn't miss a beat. They loved it, man.
Yeah.
And we had a bomb show.
It was a good show. I actually saw that show. It was a really, really good show.
And for being a track show, without the band, it's all up to me.
Yeah.
So when the audience gives me the energy that I'm looking for, that lets me know, okay, man, I must be doing it.
You're doing all right. You're doing all right. Actually, I think you're doing more than all right.
Thank you.
I have to say, more than all right.
Have the love, man, because I'm telling you, there's like nowhere in the world, I think, where the love is so concentrated, man. You feel it like just, from the DJs that are playing my records in the club.
Oh, we play your music on a regular.
It's so refreshing for me because I kind of got to hunt around, a few spots in the States to kind of find it where it's like that.
Really?
I'm good in New York. I'm good in the Midwest and Chicago.
So what's your favorite place to perform? Here.
Right here.
Are you just saying that because you're here?
Absolutely not. I don't have to lie to impress you. I just, this is a small spot. So if I was gonna say, my favorite spot, most people would say, oh, I love playing at, Wembley or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a different potency involved.
It's a lot more intimate, isn't it?
If you can, bottom line, I can take the mic down basically, and just talk to the room if I wanted to. It's that close to the audience that they get to see a different intensity. They see your face, they see the sweat coming down. It's like, I'm playing the keys and they can see my fingers moving.
And they actually see that you're playing.
And they see that I'm playing, and so it's a different intimacy involved, man. And I really enjoy that more than the big gigs. I appreciate that as well.
Yeah.
But those are harder to do. It's almost like.
Is it hard to get the crowd involved in those ones than it is for these intimate ones?
Track shows.
Yeah.
When you have a track show, there's less energy on stage. So, the track, if they're really into it, then great.
Yeah.
Then it's just an automatic.
Yeah.
But if you have to get the crowd into it, that's always a challenge. You know what I mean? And you got to be good at what you do.
Right.
If I wasn't good at what I do, then people would be like, "Oh, it was all right. It was all right show." But it's
well,
so
you're
nice.
good at what you do. Come on
so
now.
nice
It's 20 years in the game now, isn't it?
The Twitter love, man, and the Facebook love, Instagram love. It's just like, it's great. People come to the shows and they have nothing but love the show, and I'm not missing that from people. I'm really, I'm nailing it. So I just want to stay on that same page with people and continue to, this relationship.
And I definitely think you're there. So I was just saying about 20 years. It's like 20 plus years now.
It's been almost 20 years. I think it's been 20, maybe 21 years, maybe.
Wow.
But I came out in '95.
So what's so different now? I know we talked about R&B music last time, but what's so different now and then, between now and then?
Well, we sold CDs. I sold 3 million records my first.
That was real records. Let's put that out there. Not downloads.
Not downloads, but CDs that you go to the store or a cassette that you buy and you open it up and you read the lyrics. Now, it was a different experience back then. I'm very honored to have been able to be a prominent artist during that time. Me, Genuine. It wasn't so many of us back then. It was like only a few R&B. It was Maxwell. You had your. I was always a big fan of Jamiroquai. He was on the same label as me.
I do remember.
And it just was a different time for music in terms of. I think the the contribution that the fans made was just a lot more. Now you can sort of a la carte buy whatever you want off of an album, and you don't have to buy the album. We didn't have that option back in the day. It was just like, go support. If you're going to support, buy the whole thing.
So do you think the contribution is different really when it comes to like, now we are kind of in a digital world?
Yeah, well, what it's turned into is a live music thing for me. It's all about the live show now. Like,
and you tour everywhere. Yeah. Like, you're everywhere.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. But London's definitely internationally the one place I come the most. And so we're trying to definitely change, the way we do things out here. I want to be more prominent out here. I'm working on a new album.
That was my next question.
Yeah, so we're definitely looking forward to releasing something soon.
Good. So in a new year type thing?
Yeah.
You gonna drop it hot like Beyonce, or you gonna let us know about it first?
I'm gonna let you know. I mean, it's gonna be right. Return to R&B. Return to R&B. It's the B in R&B. All right.
Let me ask you this then. Who would you rate today, R&B wise? Like real R&B. Like your 1-2 step R&B and not 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 R&B.
Right. It's kind of a hard thing to think about right now. I mean, it's different artists that satisfy different sides of my soul. So as far as the female side, I would say one of my favorite females right now is Jhené Aiko. I really love her style.
I agree with that.
She's got a different style. It reminds me of Sade a little bit.
I agree with that.
And I like that unconventional, very just mysterious sound that she has. But also I like the artist Weeknd. The Weeknd. Yeah.
I gotta think about the Weeknd though. Have you noticed in almost every other song, he always says how old he is? No one else agrees with me with that.
I didn't notice that. But I mean, I think that, these days you don't have to be like a crooner blower kind of singer, like where it's like you're singing just like, like Johnny Gill or whatever. I think that right now it's more about swag and more about a presentation, the record and what you're saying and how you're saying it. So. And being that he's also a producer, I've always been the one to sort of respect the producer artist, the artist who produces themselves. That's the first one that's always been on my radar. So,
I can feel that. Thanks for that. So when it comes to what's coming up next, so you have an album next coming out?
Yeah. So the album is coming out. We don't have a date yet, and I'm the kind of person where I'll record a whole album. And then if I'm feeling a certain way because I play it for people and they give me a certain reaction, I might go back and just record a whole nother album. Wow. Yeah, because to me, it's like I could record maybe 30, 40 records for an album, and that's like 3 or 4 albums. Wow. So it's a very... So
you could basically drop one today and it'd be okay.
I have so many songs I could drop right now, but it's just... So
who would you love to be on your album?
Really, I would love Drake to be, down with something I've done. We recently had a collaboration that was an extension of
I remember that when he did. Are you talking about the one when he sampled?
Yeah. And that was that wasn't me in the studio singing with him, but in a sense, I might as well have been because it's my hook and my track and things like that. And
Chris Brown sampled you as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Chris with Brown the Aaliyah one. I remember that
tribute record, and it's just such an honor to be bigged up by these prominent artists of today. Or like our Michael Jacksons of today, or our our Biggies, or our Tupacs of today. So it's
Speaking of Tupac,
big up, man.
Let me ask you this question then. Speaking of, who would be the most inspirational person that you've ever worked with, and you cannot say Babyface?
Oh wow, that's crazy! Wow,
you can't say Babyface.
That was actually my first thing I was gonna say.
Really?
Honestly, there's nobody else I think who's. Well, I will tell you this. You're looking at the biggest Duran Duran fan here.
Really?
Yeah, I'm absolutely.
I would have never said that. Okay.
They sort of started my entire focus on music. Certain people started with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And I definitely had my Michael Jackson influence.
Everybody has.
But when it came to fashion, when it came to just unconventional ways of thinking about music, just different, they're still very soulful, man. And I always dug everything that they ever did, so I have to mention them. Cool. It's my lineage, man. It's how I tie into it. And that's why the UK means so much to me as well, because this is where the music originated from. So.
I like that. Okay, so rounding my interview. Coming out to 2014, we're almost done. Yeah. Sadly, God, this year has flown by. What's your best and worst of of this year?
Oh man, best of this year is having my little girl who's 9 months.
Congrats.
Her name is Loren, named after the late Loren Scott. Rest in peace.
Congratulations.
And my other daughter, Azure, Luna B. And so yeah, my two little babies, my little queens, they're my little princesses.
Okay.
They're the best, and just that's what it is, man.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And what was your worst? Do you have a worst?
The worst would probably be the Eric Garner situation and all of the injustice in our country at this moment. Yeah. It's like the 60s right now.
I know. It feels like we're not in 2014 when you look at those situations.
I really feel like I'm in a position right now of serious influence and a great opportunity to be who I am at this moment. I am an absolute soldier for the freedoms and the Constitution that we supposedly uphold in this country that isn't being upheld at all in any way. So I feel like my music is my contribution.
Good. Is there anything special that's kind of come out really just for this?
That? Yeah, it's like a what's going on type of record I'm working on right now. Absolutely. I was even thinking about maybe even covering Donny Hathaway's Someday We'll All Be Free. Because it's just, I mean, I get the chills when I just got the chills right now.
So did I.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
it was like,
that would have been amazing.
So yeah, I rest in peace to the man.
My heart really goes out because yesterday, 12/13/14 was yesterday.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so they did the march, and I've been seeing the pictures on Instagram, and I've been seeing the pictures on Facebook, and I'm so happy that the world has rallied around this. It's not an American thing anymore. It's not an American
thing. It's absolutely, and it's never been that. It's always been racial issues all over, and it's a different kind of racism all over throughout the world, you know.
Yeah, and we got to get away from being a racism and being more of a humanist thing.
Yeah, and I think it's like, honestly, it's the weakness leaving us because people are weak that are racist.
Yeah,
it takes strength to be able to be at a different place with someone. Right. You may have a difference of opinion, you may have a different look, you may dress different, you may talk different, but aren't we supposed to embrace each other for our differences? And really it's like, so if you're ignorant and you're naive, and that's not even naive, you don't even get the word naive, you're ignorant.
Yeah, the ignorance is, you nailed the hell in that one. It's ignorance. You know what?
And that's the thing, is like, honestly, I feel like that's the weakness leaving us, because we are a more united. Right. No matter what they try to show us on the news to try to separate us, look, I'm the living proof that we are united.
I agree with that.
Front, you know.
Good.
And so we just need to hold on to each other and our cultures, and if it means we got to go to the club to get it in and just be unified in the club, then fine, go to the club. If you got to go to church to feel unified, go to church. Whatever, you know, a basketball game, whatever it may be. But just understand that the world is a unified place, and there is no way we are going to separate each other. You know what I mean?
That's really amazing. Yeah, amen.
Right.
Amen, Jon B. Amen.
Church, say amen.
Right. Took it to church on this one.
Okay, for real.
But thank you. I really, really appreciate what you stand for when you say things like that.
Thank you.
Because it matters. It really does matter.
Absolutely. Stevie Wonder, actually, I was really, really, one of the great things I was able to do in 2013 was present Smokey Robinson with the Ella Award. Yeah. And I was able to sing his song Cruisin' to him, along with a list of Carrie Underwood and Stevie Wonder. And Stevie Wonder came up to me after and he says, listen, man, he hugged me and I just felt the chills again, like we just felt. And I said, he said to me, he said, listen, man, you stand for something. Good. And we thank you.
How does it feel when someone like that says that to you?
I started welling up. Walked back to my wife like, you have no idea what just happened right now. Right. Yeah, so it's full circle.
And his amazing 7 kids. I have a mini guy. He got a lot of kids.
Yeah. Big shout to him. He's gonna have some new twins coming.
Wow,
and he's way up there.
Yeah, right now. He's up there. I have hope.
40, so I'm a big shout to me. You know, I'm okay. I'm for 40. I'm holding it down.
You 40?
I'm 40 this year, and I'm proud. It's a milestone, man.
Wow.
So you know,
I would have never put you in 40 ever. You've been drinking that juice, huh?
Oh man, it's my mom's Jewish genes.
We gonna roll with that. I'm okay with that.
My dad's German, my mother's Jewish. Oh. And so like my mother has a little more of that that pigmentation in her skin. She got a little brown in her skin. That's why people say, "What are you? Are you?"
I can roll with that.
All right, so there it is, man. I never talk about my nationality, but everybody always asks me, so I just said it right there.
Well, there we go. I feel like we got an
But I'm black on the inside, though. You already know.
Me too. So we good.
That's right.
We good. I thank you so much for talking to me. That was a really insightful interview. I feel like enlightened for my whole life now.
Me too.
Like my whole life, I feel empowered.
Blessed, baby. Blessed. That's what it is.
Thank you, Tyler.